Top 10 mind-blowing moments in history you never knew. History is full of fascinating stories. Some are inspiring, some tragic, and some so unbelievable, they sound like fiction. From a man who unknowingly prevented World War III to a volcanic explosion so loud it was heard across the world, these stories will change the way you see the past. Stick around, because the number one event will blow your mind. Let's dive into 10 incredible moments in history you won't believe happened. At number 10. The man who prevented World War III. In 1983, at the height of the Cold War, a single decision saved the world from nuclear disaster. Soviet officer Stanislav Petrov was monitoring his early warning system when suddenly, alarms blared. The computer detected incoming U.S. missiles. Protocol required Petrov to alert his superiors, who would launch an immediate counterattack. But something felt wrong. The system showed only a few missiles, not the massive strike a real attack would involve. Ignoring military protocol, he refused to report the attack. Moments later, the warning vanished. It was just a computer glitch. Petrov's instinct prevented an all-out nuclear war, and yet, his story remained unknown for decades. A single man, making a split-second choice, saved millions of lives. Number 9. The Great Escape, a real-life prison break. During World War II, prisoners of war pulled off a prison break so daring, it inspired a Hollywood movie. At the Stalag Luft III prison camp, Allied POWs spent a year secretly digging tunnels. They named them Tom, Dick, and Harry. Using tin cans, smuggled uniforms, and even forged ID cards, they prepared for the ultimate escape. On the night of March 24, 1944, 76 men crawled through the tunnels and ran into the night. But their plan wasn't foolproof. Only 3 prisoners actually reached freedom. The rest were captured, and most were executed. Their bravery became legendary, inspiring the famous film The Great Escape. Number 8. The first person ever photographed. In 1838, Louis Daguerre took a long exposure photograph of a Paris street, capturing an everyday moment. But because early cameras required minutes to take a picture, moving people didn't appear, except for one man. A shoeshiner, unknowingly standing still long enough, became the first person ever photographed. He had no idea that he had just become part of history. Number 7. The Black Death, the plague that changed the world. The Black Death was one of the deadliest pandemics in history, wiping out half of Europe in just a few years. For centuries, people believed it spread through rats, but new research suggests it was actually human fleas and lice that carried the bacteria. The pandemic caused massive social change, leading to revolts, medical advancements, and even the end of the Middle Ages. Number 6. Napoleon's War against rabbits. Napoleon Bonaparte, one of history's greatest military minds, once lost a battle to rabbits. In 1807, Napoleon ordered his men to gather hundreds of rabbits for a royal hunt. But when they were released, something strange happened. They ran toward him instead of away. The problem? These weren't wild rabbits. They were tame, and they saw Napoleon as their caretaker, not a hunter. The great military leader was forced to flee from a rabbit invasion. Number 5. The luckiest or unluckiest man ever. Could someone survive 7 deadly accidents and then win the lottery? Meet Frane Selak, a Croatian man whose life reads like a Hollywood action movie. He survived a train crash, a plane accident, a bus crash, and multiple car explosions. He even fell off a mountain cliff and lived. And then, in 2003, he won $1 million lottery. Was he the world's unluckiest man, or the luckiest? Number 4. The loudest sound in history. On August 27, 1883, the Krakatoa volcano erupted with the loudest recorded sound in history. The explosion was heard 3,000 miles away, as far as Australia. The pressure waves circled the Earth 4 times. The blast was so powerful, it ruptured eardrums of people 40 miles away. For years, the eruption's ash caused blood-red sunsets, inspiring the famous Painting the Screen. Number 3. The 38-Minute War. Wars usually last years, but in 1896, the British fought the shortest war in history, just 38 minutes. When the Sultan of Zanzibar refused British rule, warships bombarded his palace. Less than an hour later, he surrendered. And just like that, the war was over. Number 2. The Mysterious Dancing Plague. In 1518, the town of Strasbourg witnessed one of the strangest events in history, a dancing plague. It all started when a woman began dancing uncontrollably in the streets. Within days, dozens of people had joined her, dancing nonstop. Within a month, over 400 people were frantically moving their bodies, and many danced to their deaths from exhaustion and heart attacks. Doctors at the time believed it was caused by hot blood, while modern researchers suspect mass hysteria or even a toxic fungus. But to this day, no one truly knows why hundreds of people danced as if possessed. Before we reveal the number 1 spot, make sure you're subscribed so you never miss out on more amazing lists like this. And at number 1, the day time disappeared. Can an entire day just disappear? That's exactly what happened on December 30th, 1899, when the country of Samoa skipped a day, straight to December 31st. Why? Because Samoa was aligned with American time zones, but it did more trade with Australia and New Zealand. To match their business partners, they moved across the international dateline, erasing an entire day from history. For Samoans, December 30th, 1899 never existed. Imagine going to bed on a Thursday and waking up on a Saturday. History is full of mysteries, coincidences, and moments that defy logic. Which of these stories amazed you the most? Tell me in the comments. And if you love mind-blowing history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more incredible videos.